We're up here working on fascias. Up here, came up here just to look down at the building. It's pretty cool. Pretty good view from up here. So you can see fascia boards on this wall and all the way across here. I forgot we've got another wall girt to put on. Let me just run down here real quick. I'll show you. So right there underneath that, the end of that truss right there, there's supposed to be another wall girt, and I didn't put it on the ground because I wanted to make sure it didn't get in our way. But I meant to do it while we were parked over there. You can see what happened though. We can kind of tell, but we got kind of stuck. We had to pull it out with the tractor, the lift. So anyway, one thing to note on these tails, it looks like we missed, right? It was because that plane's in there pretty well. That makes sense, into this corner. So our sheathing, my sheathing will come all the way down to this edge, right? So that's where it has to plane in. That's why there's a little gap on there. And if we look down here, it's pretty good, but I can see there's a little bit of a like in and out, like right there. It sticks out a little bit. So we'll pull that column back with chains. We'll straighten this whole line up. I'll put a string line up tomorrow. When we get to it, we'll straighten that whole line out. And then once this is all straight, we'll make sure our peak is square, and then we'll take off and run sheathing on the roof after we finish the rest of the fascia, of course. So, all right, we'll get back to it. Well, I pretty much completely failed at videoing this entire build here. So sorry about that. I meant to bring you guys along with me. As you can see though, it is done. So I'll give you a tour. It's not done, obviously. A lot of work left to do. But here's the shop. And yeah, there's the kitchen. Bedroom's over there where all my tools are. Bathroom over here where my dresser is. And second story all up here, and it's actually going to go down this wall all the way to the end. And I think I might even do another kind of mezzanine along this side up above the kitchen, just to have some extra storage space. So that's the big deal with building this for me, is that I need space. I need storage space because I got too much stuff. So anyway, about to work on some permanent bracing up here. It'll go from that column there back to this one on the wall. Same on the other side, and then some up on the peak, and they will look just like these. So you can see that one there, and the one on this side with angle braces, and it might be hard to see from here, but yeah, you can see them there and there and there, bracing up to the peak. So the idea with those, the corner braces keep the building from being able to rotate, and the peak braces keep the roof from being able to kind of fall over. It's called racking. It can rack, fall this way. So that will help with that. And then I've got some more bracing I haven't done yet that will go in these corners here, and it will be like an X on each side, all four walls. And yeah, so pretty cool. Let me show you the outside where it looks pretty sweet. So 10 days it took us to get here, probably 11 now. Finishing up some details. I had to get a lift. The man basket that I built for a tractor, for our tractors, the tractor's not tall enough. Couldn't get us up there onto the roof, so I had to get the old boom lift out. So rented that. Kind of expensive, but worth it at the end of the day. Super necessary. Couldn't have done it without it. It's really just the right tool for the job. I knew that was the case, but like I said, it's expensive. It's like $1,800 for the week. But, you know, like I said, worth it. It was necessary. Check her out. Turn this camera around. So windows aren't cut in yet, obviously. They'll be here later this month. I think the 21st of March is when they're supposed to be here. But there's 3 of them down this side, and then the 4 across the top, which is mirrored on the other side, and and then 2 on the south wall. Those sheets up there, don't mind those. This is all this blue sheathing here. It's like a factory seconds type deal. They were cold from the factory. They sell them at half price though, and I mean it's still pretty good stuff. So that's what I use. But those ones up top, the coating up there is messed up on those, and we used them up there anyway. And then I realized the tape doesn't stick to them very well. I've actually got like 15 more of those that I didn't end up using, and unfortunately that they're on the roof. But I used some liquid flash to get up there and seal those joints. But this stuff is similar to zip, if you've ever seen that zip system sheathing, and it's air and water barrier. The blue stuff on the outside, it's not just paint, it's an air barrier and water barrier. So as it is, the building is more or less dried in, except for of course the opening on the other side where the door is. Tape on here, and it's an acrylic adhesive on that tape. It's pressure sensitive, so you have to take a squeegee. I don't have it with me. You take a squeegee and you kind of rub it. You wipe it with a squeegee, whatever, put pressure on it, and that makes it stick correctly. Now, because of those sheets that were jacked up, that I ran out, I actually did have to go get some zip sheathing. Nobody sells this weather logic around here. The closest place is in Springdale, Arkansas, like 2 hours away. Zip sheathing is 30 minutes away. So anyway, big chunk of the east wall there is zip sheathing. And down here on the ground, this is it's a Sega product called Fentrim, and it's a tape that's specifically made to go to concrete. And so this is sealed up to the sheathing, down to the concrete. So there's an air barrier along the entire base of the building. So pretty cool. And then the weather logic tape goes down, overlaps it. Corners are done as well, except for this one. I still got to do this corner, but you can see that Fentrim tape all the way across the bottom there. And it's kind of matches the concrete. That's intentional. Won't matter. It's all going to get covered up before it's all over with anyway. But yeah, that's the idea. Fentrim tape. So pretty cool. And show you this east side again. As you can see, green on that side a little bit. Now I've got some blocking I need to finish up there. You can kind of see the way, maybe you can see it up here. Yeah, sort of. Well, I've got all these blocks in between each of the purlins up there. We'll do the same thing in between the trusses on that east wall. I just need to get that done, get them cut out and installed, but it will look just like this. Oh, can't see that. Like this. There. Now this, the blocking is all up there, but I ran out of the liquid flashing that I was using to seal up all those holes. So if you look at this side, you can see all that gray. That's the Weather Logic liquid flash, and I've got the sausage tube version, kind of like a popcorn, but instead of tubes, it looks like a big sausage tube, and like a sausage gun is what it looks like. That's what they call it, a sausage gun, sausage tubes. But anyway, it's not just your regular old caulking. It's specifically made for this. They call it liquid flashing. And like I said, that's what I used up on the roof to seal those up, and it looks like it works pretty well. We got obviously a bunch of rain last night. Everything's a muddy mess again. But other than one spot that was leaking, and I figured out why, it was over here. I had like I said, you have to take the squeegee and squeegee the tape, right? But I had cut it on accident in a spot where I had just a little bit of high-low on the panels. I think it was right here, and I could see daylight through it. And yeah, got up there and fixed it, just covered it back up. So pretty cool. So as I said, windows down here, kitchen sink will kind of go over there. My laundry area is over here, and then I'll have some more counter space right here. Is the plan. Refrigerator off in the corner, but the double windows in front of the kitchen sink, and window in my bedroom, and then one up here, which is sitting kind of low relative to where, because the floor will be like kind of right above that top girt there, or kind of in the middle of it actually, kind of low. But that window is actually just there so that I can make a 500-yard shooting range that goes across the creek over there. So I set it low because I'll always be sitting, or maybe even build like a little table that I can lay down prone and have a long distance rifle range out of my house. So anyway, kind of cool. All right, I'm gonna finish up this bracing up here. We'll get this one put in and the other corner and those 3 for the peaks, and then I'll start working on my X's, get them knocked out. I've got 1 day left with the lift today and tomorrow morning, so I got to get some of this tall stuff done before they come take it back from me. So it's been pretty cool. It's kind of annoying, all the safety stuff on it. It beeps at you all the time. I get tired of listening to it, but awesome tool though. Super handy to have. So thanks to these guys. Appreciate it. I got it here pretty quickly too, because I called them on I think it was Wednesday or Tuesday morning, and they had it here Wednesday afternoon, so pretty short notice, and yeah, they were able to get it here to me. So pretty cool though. I'm stoked. I mean, this was the goal for this week, was to get to this point, and by God, we're here. So you can see up there, that's where I need to do that blocking yet. Try to get that done today if I can as well. But it's real muddy out there, and the pins where I got to get to. This thing does not do very good in the mud, so yeah. Anyway, all right, back to it. Well, alrighty. So all the bracing I'm gonna do is in. You can see on these corners, that's what I was going for. But that the corner brace up there, I didn't think about that. It got in the way, so I made this one shorter. I'd already made this one though, and I kind of had to go around this window. Obviously, I can't put bracing through it. So that X looks a little weird, but yeah, it's in. Now this wall right here and here, I'm waiting on, partially because I'm running out of lumber. I'm gonna have to go get some more. But also there's a door that goes here. I don't quite know exactly its dimensions yet. I know kind of roughly, but anyway, I'm gonna wait on this. It can wait. The rest of it's braced up. It'll be fine. And then this side, like I said, I could do, but I've only got 2 20-footers left. So I'll get some more lumber later, and I'll finish that one out, and it'll get double X. And then on this one, I tried a little bit different. You can see I raised it up some. The bolts down here on my brackets kind of mess with me on that second layer. I didn't really like it. I'll show you in this one what I did. Just had to cut it, but it doesn't give me much to tie to. And of course I can't nail into that bracket. So I just had to cut it off. And it doesn't give it a whole lot of purchase, so that side works out better. It fits on the inside of the bolts. But yeah, anyway, I just raised this one up a little bit. I think that'll be fine. I don't think these X's like this are completely necessary to do them that way. I could probably have just done like a, just an angle like that. And it'd be better if it went all the way to the ground, but anyway, it is what it is. So yeah, angle bracing, corner bracing, and peak bracing is completely done, and I hung my lights up. So I'm about to set my breaker panel. It is right there. I'll grab that. I'm about to get it set and get these wires landed. And then I'll go laying them out at the meter right over there, and I will have power in the hay barn. So, except I don't think I have the wire on hand for the oofer ground. Well, we'll see. I'll get that sorted before I turn it all on, but real close though, real close to having lights here in the barn. So that'll be nice because I've got insulation showing up next week, and in the evenings after work I can start getting that installed. It goes in between the wall girts right there. It's an 1.5 inch bat of rock wool comfort board, and it will go in there on all the walls all the way around. So I should have enough coming to do actually more than the whole thing, which would be kind of nice because I can use it to fill in the spaces on my X's here, stuff like that, because they're going to make the other bats not fit right, obviously, because there's bracing in the way. So yeah, anyway, yeah. bracing. So, well, I'm gonna work on getting this breaker panel hooked up, and if I got lights on by the end of the night, I will show you. Oh, the other thing I did is I ran my water line over here. It will get teed off over there. That's kind of ugly, but I'll fix that later. It'll get teed off and come this way for my kitchen and everything, bathroom that's over here. And then this is going to frost-free hydrants, which will be mounted in these nifty little blocks that I made. Where are they? They are frost-free hydrants. So the valve that turns it off is actually way back here inside the wall cavity. And they go in that hole right there. So I need to get at least one of them set up over here because I got some calves over here that need water. And yeah, so they're gonna be thirsty. So they got plenty, but 300-gallon tank and it's full. But yeah, one of the next things I'll do is get that set up. So, all right, breaker panel, let's go. All right, electrical is hooked up. Breaker's off in the building. All right, that's a good sign. Nothing blew up yet. Let's go turn it on in here and see if it works. I'll show you something interesting too. Here in just a minute. On the breaker that powers my hay barn, comes off that same panel. Alright. That breaker's off. Alright. Okay. Oops, wrong one. And boom. We got lights. Sweet. Love it. Nothing blew up. Everything looks good. Awesome. Very cool. Wow, it really lights it up nice in here. This is great. The reason I didn't put one, well, number one, I ran out of them, but that top row back there, remember this is all gonna be mezzanine back here, starting at about where this column is here. So these will still service the kind of my bay area here. Those ones up there, I'll get some different lighting because they'd be right in your face otherwise and be too bright to walk around up there with them, I think. So I'll get some, maybe those LED fluorescent replacements or something. I'll put something up there later. Anyway, cool. Awesome. The other thing I got done last night, installed the frost-free hydrants on the side of the building here. Show you that. Ta-da! So tonight I'll work on getting these wired up. Hey, and I got power in the barn now, so I got lights in there. Anyway, 3 of them here. The reason for 3 of them on this side is just one for that pin, one for this pin, right? And then one for this pin. So I can have water trough in each pin if I want. And put one out here on the back porch as well. Just cause. So. All right, these are all open, I just noticed. And these mounting plates, I'll get my liquid flashing and I'll flash around them, and then we'll put metal flashing on top of that. And then they are also gasket sealed with, oh dang, I knew white was a mistake. Dang it. Anyway, they're gasket sealed to the Weather Logic with sash coat through the roof. So should be nice and watertight. And then they are caulked on the inside as well. Show you this one. Oh, see, sealant in there. So that's sealed off. And then these Arlington inboxes come with a, you can't see it anymore. They come with a, like a butyl caulking. It's a little strip of polybutylene. It's really good stuff. So that's how the Arlington inboxes are sealed to the mounting plates with the butyl. And I can connect these directly to the sheathing. I think I've talked about this before. What this does though is, oh, it's windy. I could put my metal flashings in here with a little head flashing, just the way I would do a window. And so this is all contained and kind of, this is all sealed to the block, and then the block is sealed to the building, and then I'll flash around that. So it's just a really bomber way to keep water from being able to come, slip behind any of this stuff. I can't do it. And then I can put those flashings, like I said, just like I will do on my windows, really good flashing details. And so, yeah, anyway, let me go get something real quick and I'll show you what I found earlier. So this is the 60 amp breaker that powers my hay barn. Check that out. It's got a crack down there through the case. Isn't that weird? I'm not quite sure how that happened. It's just out there in the pasture, covered up, no way for anything to have hit it or, damaged it. Come on, focus. There. So, kind of interesting. I went ahead and replaced it. But, yeah, the breaker's broke. Went out there to start working, and it was all full of ants. The whole box was. And this breaker in particular, yeah, you can see them. It's all ants in there. So it was all full of ants and kind of rusty, and looks like it's had some water on it, and then it's got a crack right through the side of the case. So I figured probably better get a new one. Luckily, they're like $16, and just kind of a commodity off-the-shelf part. But anyway, I thought that was interesting, so thought I'd show you guys. Well, we got power in the barn. So, and we're real close to having water on the side of it. So probably work on that tonight, get that done. In any case, I think we'll close this one off here. Seems like pretty good progress. From 2 weeks ago, I had just a concrete floor, and now I have a dried-in building with power and water in it. So very good progress for 2 weeks, not bad. Today's Thursday, so it's been 13 days total since we started. So of course, like 7 years in the planning, but 13 days to get here. So I feel pretty good about that. And mostly just me and my dad too. So 2 guys for most of it. Some other people did come out. So one of the guys from work and sister and brother-in-law came down, and my mom came out, some neighbors on that first weekend there. But yeah, for most of the week though, just me and my dad rocking and rolling. And yeah, this is where we're at. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.